one of the best things about keeping up with a show like NCIS is seeing the actors grow and change along with their characters. As it's been on air since 2003, we've had ample time for a change. Whether it's for the better or worse, that's for you to decide. Wilmer Valderrama just revealed a tidbit from casting time, and in this video, we'll tell you all about what he told the producers. Let's get into it. First off, he was ready to cause chaos. In the best way, of course. The actor is fairly new to the cast since he joined after 2016, but Nick Torres has become such an integral part of the team, it's hard to imagine the show without him. You can thank the actor behind all of it because he went in with some high expectations for himself. In an interview with The Daily Actor, he revealed his enthusiasm about joining the cast. This was back when he had gotten the role but wasn't on screen yet. To say he was full to the brim with excitement is an understatement, to be honest. The man was glowing with pride and an intent to shake things up, period. He started by saying that he was really humbled. It was flattering that they chose him for the part, and he holds that dear to him to this day. He had the opportunity in his hands, and he was going to go places with it. He intended to take NCIS to a whole different dimension. The series has progressed a lot in terms of diversity, and every POC main character is just so strong in the show, even in the other versions. Wilmer wanted to leave his mark representing the Latino culture, and a whole lot of fans agree that he does the job perfectly. Up next, what he asked the producers. Once you get a gig like this, sometimes you're afraid of coming on too strong. Well, looks like these inhibitions don't work on Valderrama, because he was ready to stir it up. He revealed that when he got the part, he asked the producers about the whole future of NCIS from then on. It's an ambitious question, we know, but someone's got to ask it. In a conversation with the showrunner, he said that he wanted to shake up. No lie, those were his exact words. He was curious to see the trajectory of the show and what lies ahead for Nick. It's a fair question. If you put yourself in his shoes, you'd be wondering the same thing. Lighting it on fire and going all out? That's a different story. Obviously, he doesn't literally mean he's gonna commit arson, but you get the vibe. It was also a very new experience for him. He's never played a role like this, and he was super stoked to step into the character. New things are scary, but they don't always have to be. The actor gave some serious life pointers over here. Coming up, his thoughts on Harmon. He spilled a lot of details in the interview. You can just tell he was going in as a fresh-faced, starry-eyed guy about to devote himself to his art. It's so refreshing to see. Right off the bat, he tipped his hat to Harmon. Come on, he's the GOAT of the show. Well, some might not think so, but either way, you gotta give the leader of the team some brownie points. Anyway, when asked about his reaction to getting the role, he was ecstatic. He had just landed in Los Angeles after finishing a pilot for 4 stars on CBS, which didn't move forward. They picked him up right after that, and he was so grateful for it. A big part of the appeal was getting to work alongside Mark. Wilmer said he has a ton of respect for him as an actor and a person. What NCIS has done for TV has been groundbreaking, according to the actor, and he was over the moon to be part of it and wanted to make it better. Keep in mind, he wasn't trying to bash the show or anything. He just wanted to leave his mark, and as long as he's playing Agent Torres, the job is being done.
Vance and the deputy? What was he doing in her hotel room at night?
No, 2 people attending the same conference. They could just be exchanging ideas.
Oh, they were exchanging something.
Following up, the comfort of the show. He also talked a little bit about what it was like to join a show that's been running for so long. Usually, series like this end up wrapping for good or losing their style. That's not the case here, no sir. Wilmer didn't feel any alienation though. Yes, he entered a new family of sorts, but he said he was used to that kind of dynamic already. They did 8 years and 200 episodes of That 70s Show, so he's very familiar with a long-standing TV family. He also revealed that his process isn't one where he eases into the role. He likes to dive in head first, hit the ground running, that type of thing. He's a very fiery dude, we'll say that. The amount of self-confidence you need to do that, it's amazing. And now, his description of Nick Torres. The character you're playing is very important. That's what being an actor is all about, connecting with the role you're given. The star had a very good understanding of Nick from the get-go, and seeing how he does him justice to this day is so satisfying. In his eyes, Torres is a lone wolf. He doesn't get along well with others and has been working undercover in South America for a long time. He's had multiple lives and is currently living a double life. His cover is blown and he is forced to return to the United States and to Washington to warn someone about a potential threat, and he emerges from the shadows. It takes a lot of grit to come out of the dark like that. He's also recalled how Gary Glassberg, the showrunner, told him that he's like a loose cannon, the type of guy to fly through a window head first and then ask whose window it was. Honestly, it kind of sounds just like the actor and his entry into the show.
$3 million in diamonds doesn't just go missing. Somebody took them.
Yeah, it could be what our bad guys are after. Oh, got it. Let's see.
Any mentions of the diamonds?
Now, let's look at Wilmer Valderrama's news that sparked reactions from fans. Firstly, it's a podcast. Let's be clear, folks. He is not just Special Agent Torres. The man has many sides to him, and he wants them to be known loud and clear. What better way to share your voice with the world than a podcast? It's not just a general one, though. It's about something very close and personal to him, which is his Latinx identity. The former That 70s Show actor took to Instagram to announce the big news, and it gained loads of traction. It's called the My Cultura podcast, which means my culture in English. He's going to be prioritizing and amplifying Latino voices and stories, which is the best thing to do in this age and time. When it comes to representation, genuine representation, we've got a long way to go. He's going to have content creators come on and talk about their art and lives on the show, and it honestly sounds like the best thing to put on while you work or have a coffee.
Okay, Jimmy, less beeping and more cake.
That's an entirely new sound I've never heard before.
Okay, I'll come back.
Okay, no, wait, hold on. I've got it. Okay,
Up next, the excitement. He wrote in the IG caption that he was super excited to share this news with the world, and he got the sentiment reflected. NCIS fans flocked to the comments, telling him just how happy they were for him and his new venture. One user wrote that they're super grateful to him and that he's a voice that needs to be heard. Usually, one thinks that celebs are untouchable, but with Wilmer, it's not like that at all. A lot of folks said they were excited about what the community is going to build together. That's what matters, and it looks like Valderrama's got his head in the right place. He's partnered up with iHeartMedia and WV Entertainment for this one, so now you know where to access the podcast. These stories must not only be amplified, but also accessible to everyone. That's how you get your message across. He also wrote that accurate depictions are what he's aiming for. It's about time, y'all. Last but not least, more about the podcast. The actor shared photos from a conversation he had with Connell Byrne, CEO of the iHeart Podcast Network, during which he discussed the business move in great detail. He stated that the acquisition brought in a new era in storytelling. In the caption, he added that it represents a new frontier for the audio narrative and culture. Two birds with one stone. It's not just Hispanic and Latinx culture either. Many others can come together and share their experiences, so it's something for everyone. He founded the WV Entertainment Media Company that is acquiring a stake in the podcast and told Deadline in an exclusive statement that the move into audio is part of his push for greater representation in media. The media company currently produces TV and film programming in both Spanish and English so that they can reach both the Latin and American markets. See what we mean by accessibility? This is how you do it, folks. He's also going to spearhead more POC-based projects, so it's pretty clear that he's got more on his plate than NCIS. Good on him. That's all for this one, folks. What do you think of Wilmer Valderrama's go-getter attitude as soon as he joined the show? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more content like this. See you in the next video.